Happy New Year, everyone. It is 1:54 a.m. It is January, and 2 days ago, I accidentally almost burnt my apartment down. So, that was fun. So now I am making this video so that you don't make the same dumb mistakes that I made, and hopefully we can learn together through this experience. Before I was making this video, I really wanted to have like a whiteboard. That was one of those 68 days since the last time I accidentally did something that put my life in danger without realizing it. Once upon a time, it was the middle of July 16th, 2025 to be exact, and I had walked into a thrift store and located a beautiful electric heater that looked like a fireplace. And as you can see, there's a heck of a ton of wood in the basement apartment that I am living in right now. So I thought it would be an awesome idea to fill in this space that I have. So we bought this heater. We bring it home. I plug it directly into the wall, not to an extension cord, nothing like that. And to preface all of this, we did not, at the time, have a working fire alarm in the apartment. Not due to the fault of the landlord, due to the fault of me. I am admittedly a little scatterbrained, which is why I always keep a ginormous friggin' calendar with everything that I need to do right in front of my face. You know what was not on that calendar? Hey, make sure that your fire alarm works. Anyway, we did not have a fire alarm working at the time. I'm sure you can see where this is going, and it's not going to a good place. Your prediction is correct. We used this heater. As insane as this sounds, we probably used it 5 out of 7 days of the week. It is freaking cold down here, and we don't get any natural sunlight. Anyway, never had an issue. But unbeknownst to us at the time, we did have an interesting occurrence start happening that I did not connect was related in any way. And that was that we began to have little electrical pulses. We would have the lamps all flicker at the same time. Don't bump the tripod, brother. I'm filming. So we would have the lamps all be flickering for just a millisecond out of the day. And at first we were like, huh, that's super weird. So we asked the landlord, and they were pretty sure that's normal. And then about 2 weeks ago, we flip on the heater, we smell this strange fish smell. Being the proud owners of 3 cats, we figure one of the cats has climbed onto the fireplace and barfed behind it or something, cause cat food. So we check behind the fireplace. We pull the fire... Brother, Tybalt, you're a menace. So we pull out the fireplace heater from the wall, make sure and check the inside and make sure that it's all clean. We don't find anything. So we put it back and we're like, it's probably fine. So we continue to run it. The fishy smell goes away. And so we figure, okay, that's cool, all is good. Until a couple of days ago at almost exactly 3:20 p.m. And that is when everything went very downhill very quickly in a rather explosive manner. The thing about spending money, about being thrifty, about buying heaters and stuff from the thrift store. There are good ways to save money, and there are very bad ways to save money. Thrifting a heavy-duty electric heater of unknown age and safety, not good. Not a good way to save money. But using today's sponsor to fulfill your New Year's goal of spending way less money on things that you didn't realize you were spending so much money on every single month, great way to save money. That's why I'm so happy to be partnering with Rocket Money today. And bro, what are you doing? Hello, friend. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, build a personal budget, and keep track of all of your finances all in the same place at the same time. Look, like I said earlier, I have the best of intentions, but sometimes I am a scatterbrained girly. I can't even tell you how many times I have subscribed to whatever for one season of one TV show only, is what I'll tell myself, and then I'll immediately forget. Then it'll be 4 months later, and I will have spent like $48 on a subscription service that I used and opened once. That's why I love Rocket Money, because they automatically track your subscriptions and they make it super easy to cancel them within a few clicks. Using this feature, I will be saving more than $500 this year by canceling subscriptions that I forgot that I still had going. Rocket Money also helps you save money by tracking what you're spending money on and how much per month. I have a video coming out later this month where I spent over $500 at various thrift stores. Now listen, before you start thinking that I'm bad with money, I promise I am not. This was for an actual future video. It is very relevant. Regardless, it's really nice to see where my money is going so that I can keep on track with my finances for 2026 and beyond. And with how easy and fast it is to link up all of your bank accounts, it makes staying on top of everything way easier. Rocket Money is free to download, but if you want access to the premium features to save even more money, But if you want to save even more money, you can get a free premium trial when you sign up with my link, rocketmoney.com/brushwithbecca, or click the link in the description to start saving. Thank you so much to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and now, let's get into the catastrophe. Let me set a scene. It's a Friday. It's 3:22 p.m. You are sitting on the couch, and you are enjoying a bowl of fried rice as a little pick-me-up snack after you've had your third breakdown of the week. The heater is currently not on. It is plugged in, but it is off. When suddenly, and I'll switch to first person for this, we start hearing a, buzzing sound. And then, what I can only describe as a wall of fire erupts from behind the heater. I dropped my bowl of fried rice. I ran to the bathroom where our cats had run when they started hearing the electricity sparking to grab a cat and get the heck out of Dodge, because in my mind I was like, well, we're doomed. This house is going down. Meanwhile, my husband went over, unplugged everything from the outlet. I'm assuming disrupted the electrical current or something. It stopped the fire. I don't know what happened. I am not an electrician. Here's what we think happened. I did some research, and this is what I'm pretty sure happened to the best of my abilities. The outlet was quite old. It was from the 80s. What I think happened was, because it was such an old outlet and system that we were plugging it into, I think that the circuit got overloaded, and because of that, it caused the cord that was plugged into the heater to run extremely hot and melt, and then one of the little prongs came out in the outlet. That caused an arc of electricity to ignite and cause a crazy fireball. Once again, I don't consider myself to be a scientist or actually anyone who knows anything about this. That's why I'm making this video, is because I was stupid in this situation, and now I'm trying to use my stupidity to educate the public on what not to do. So if you are an electrician and you have an idea of what was going on, please let me know. But either way, back to the situation. The fire is out. Here's what I did learn. The first thing that I found out was that this was a 12.5 volt fireplace, and it was plugged into what we presume is a 15 volt system. But I found out you are only, if you do have a heater, number one, always plug it into the wall, never plug it into an extension cord. But number two, it should be the only thing running on that outlet at that time. Number two, always unplug your heaters and anything that generates any sort of heat when it's not in use. It's not a good idea to keep something plugged in when you're not using it. Number three, maybe be cautious. Buying a heater that you don't know the safety rating of. I have no idea the age of this heater. I didn't know why people donated it. I should have done more research into figuring out and making sure that it was safe in our space with our setup that has these old plugs from the 80s in this like wooden wall. The last thing, after your heater has been plugged in and running for 5 to 10 minutes, check and see how hot the plug is. If like the outside rubber on the plug is lightly warm or a little warm, like that's okay. But if it's hot to the touch, that is not safe and should be immediately unplugged, lest your plug melts like ours did and you are left with an electrical fire. Here's the facts of the matter. January sees the most house fires of any month of the year. Heaters are the second most common cause of house fires. They are also considered to be one of the top causes, if not the top cause, of fatalities. I feel extremely lucky that this situation happened when me and my husband were there less than 20 feet away from everything. And it happened in the middle of broad daylight. If we hadn't heard or seen anything, I don't know how big the fire would have gotten before we realized. It's not going to stop me from using electric heaters, but I have a really nice one now with a built-in thermostat, an automatic shut-off once it gets to like 72 degrees, and I've been periodically checking the cord so that it doesn't get hot, and I've made sure that it is plugged into one of our modern outlets in the apartment. I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure that a bunch of people in the comments of this video are calling me an idiot right now, and I think that's extremely valid. But I felt like it was important enough to share that I really wanted to say something, because the fact that this is such a ridiculously common cause of house fires means that there is not enough awareness around how to use electric heaters safely. I have a couple of videos that I really think you should check out about the safety of electric heaters. Here's one of them. Amazing. Here's another one. Amazing also. These will be linked down in the description. Stay safe out there, and please don't burn your house down. And with that, thank you so much to my patrons for allowing me to make this video. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to you for watching this video. If you made it to this point somehow, please like and subscribe if you're into that. If you're not, hey, thanks for joining us. Usually we do a bunch of funky art history stuff on this channel. Sometimes it's deadly, sometimes it's just really freaking weird. I don't know. But if you want to join us, it'd be fun.